Hey, what's going on, Summoners? My name is Nathan Ing, and today we're going to be covering the counter picks for some of the more OP champions in patch 12.5b. We'll be going over the best champions that you can pick for these matchups, as well as a rundown of their playstyle and itemization. With enough practice, these picks will help you dominate your solo queue games whenever you face somebody playing a top-tier meta champion. Starting us off strong, we've got Shen as an answer to Camille, with these hyper carries being extremely popular alongside tankier junglers and top laners. Camille is a strong choice for most people. That being said, Shen works as a great answer for her for multiple reasons. Thanks to his powerful laning phase, Shen can often pressure Camille and take aggressive trades with her. With her W, you can block her true damage with ease. Plus, if she ever dives or carry, you can ult them for a massive shield. Diving into Shen's itemization, be sure to take Flash and Ignite. While you can opt for Teleport, Ignite will help you push your lead top versus Camille. As for your runes, you'll be taking Grasp, Shield Bash, Second Wind, Revitalize, Cheap Shot, and Ultimate Hunter. Be sure to time your trades with your passive and Grasp. This will have you deal extra damage while also healing a ton from Grasp, Second Wind, and Revitalize. Moving on to your items, you'll be grabbing Frostfire Gauntlet, Plated Silk Caps, Titanic Hydra, Thorn Mail, Force of Nature, and Demonic Embrace. At the moment, Demonic has seen a big spike in power thanks to its synergy with Frostfire and your ultimate's AP scaling. Feel free to pick it up earlier if you like. Next up, we've got Malphite as an answer to Trundle. Trundle has seen a massive spike recently, and it's for good reason. He's able to split push extremely hard, and he can also threaten the enemy carry with his dive potential. Similar to Shen, Malphite plays to be a lane bully. This means that he's able to take aggressive trades with Trundle, and occasionally, he'll pick up a solo kill or two. Plus, Malphite's ultimate makes it extremely easy to gank top, or you can even gank mid with it. Moving on to Malphite's itemization, be sure you take Flash and Teleport. For your runes, you'll be taking Arcane Comet, Mana Flow Band, Transcendence, Scourge, Biscuit Delivery, and Time Warp Tonic. Pair this with the Corrupting Potion for maximum lane presence. You're looking to spam your Q on Trundle and whittle them down with your damage. As for your actual build, be sure to grab Frostfire Gauntlet, Plated Steel Caps, Fimbul Winter, Thorn Mail, Force of Nature, and Gargoyle Stoneplate. Make sure you pick up an early tear so you can stack your Fimbul Winter as soon as possible. Counter picks need to be paired with strong fundamentals to be amazing. If you need to work on yours, don't forget to check us out at ProGuides.com, where you can view our great catalog of challenger coaches that can create a walkthrough to your dream rank. Got a busy schedule? Well, we've got you covered. Our trained roster of coaches are here 24/7 to help you guys reach your goal, whatever that may be. So what are you waiting for? Join up. Nonetheless, let's get back into our video with a few jungle counter picks. Up next, we got Kindred as an answer to Rek'Sai. It seems like Rek'Sai has suddenly seen a massive spike in play. Her amazing clear, versatile ganks, and overall early game power has made her a force to be reckoned with. That being said, Kindred is able to deal with Rek'Sai quite well. They can easily invade Rek'Sai, sending her behind, and will occasionally pick up a kill on her. Rek'Sai can almost also never 1v1 Kindred due to her extreme kiting power. While Rek'Sai can still pull off her insane ganks, Kindred snowballs and outscales her harder. Overall, this matchup puts Rek'Sai on an insane timer, and as Kindred, you can make it harder by killing her. Diving into her itemization, be sure to take Flash and Smite. You'll start off with Ember Knife for better dueling power. For your runes, be sure you grab Lethal Tempo, Triumph, Legend Alacrity, Coup de Grace, Eyeball Collection, and Ravenous Hunter. Feel free to grab PTA instead if you want some extra early game fighting power. Taking a look at your items, you're going to be grabbing Kraken Slayer, Berserker's Greaves, Collector, Infinity Edge, Rapid Fire Cannon, and then finish off with either Guardian Angel for extra survivability or Lord Dominix for some additional armor. Moving on to our next pick, we've got Trundle into Rammus. Similar to Rek'Sai, Rammus has suddenly spiked in pick rate, and he's been doing extremely well. Boasting the highest win rate in the jungle at the moment, this armadillo is wreaking havoc on the solo queue ladder. That being said, Trundle completely nullifies everything that Rammus wants to do. He has an extremely healthy clear, has far better skirmishing power, and best of all, his ultimate absolutely destroys Rammus. Rammus is known for pressing W and reaching upwards of 700 armor. Well, Trundle's ultimate removes that and gives it to him instead, which means that your team will be dealing with the squishy Rammus while the enemy team deals with the raid boss Trundle. Moving on to Trundle's build, be sure to take Flash and Smite. You'll be taking Ember Knight for its dueling power. As for your runes, you'll be taking Lethal Tempo, Triumph, Legend Alacrity, Coup de Grace, Magical Footwear, and Approach Velocity. This will help you stick to enemies and destroy them with your basic attacks. Taking a look at your items, you'll be grabbing Divine Sunderer, Plated Steel Caps, Titanic Hydra, Thorn Mail, Spirit Visage, and then finish off with either a Death Stance for some damage or Dead Man's Plate for some additional tank stats. Pulling us into the mid lane, we've got Fizz as an answer to Ahri. Ever since her mini rework, Ahri has seen a ton of play, and for good reason. She offers an extremely powerful mid to late game, and her team fighting is stronger than ever. Fizz hasn't really been doing that great this season, but with Ahri spiking in the meta, he has finally found a new home. Fizz is a powerful answer to Ahri because of how slippery he is as well as how much burst he does. While it is possible for Ahri to outplay him, she has to constantly be worried because if Fizz gets a slight lead, it's gonna be hell for her. He will kill her on repeat and with no remorse. It'll be a little bit difficult at first, but with your Q auto W trading combo in lane, you should be fine. Taking a look at Fizz's itemization, be sure you take Flash and Ignite for maximum kill potential. For For your runes, you'll be taking Electrocute, Sudden Impact, Eyeball Collection, Ravenous Hunter, Triumph, and Coup de Grace. This will help you win your early trades as well as give you a ton of all-in power. Taking a look at your items, you'll be grabbing Luden's Tempest, Lucidity Boots, Sonya's Hourglass, Lichbane, Rabadons, and then finish off with either Void Staff or Shadow Flame for some nice burst damage. On to our next pick, we've got Karma as an answer to Victor. Since the beginning of the season, Victor has dominated the mid lane. His extremely safe laning phase paired with his ability to scale very hard has been quite difficult to deal with. Alongside this, he can often bully his laner thanks to First Strike or Comet and his E. Karma has found a ton of success when it comes to dealing with Victor. Her high base damage and shield allows her to take aggressive trades with him. If she ever needs to set up for a gank, she can E, R, and W to keep herself safe while also CCing Victor. Plus, Karma doesn't really need a lot of gold to become useful. She can easily help her team out faster than Victor ever can. And she can also match his wave clear fairly well. Moving on to Karma's build, you'll be taking Flash and Ignite. Feel free to opt out for Teleport, but we do recommend Ignite for the kill pressure. As for your runes, be sure you take Summon Airy, Mana Flow Band, Transcendence, Gathering Storm, Bone Plating, and Revitalize. This will help you constantly harass Victor while also preserving your own HP. Moving on to your items, you'll be grabbing your choice of Moonstone or Shirelia's, Lucidity Boots, Chemsync Putrefire, Zonya's, Cosmic Drive, and then finish off with your choice of Redemption or Ardent Sensor. Now before we continue on with the video, don't think for a second that we have forgotten about everybody's favorite ProGuides tradition. For our question of the day today, we want to ask you all, what is your favorite matchup to play? Personally, I think playing Katarina versus Yasuo is a ton of fun. Regardless of what it may be, let us know your answers in the comments down below. Nonetheless, let's get back into the video and check out some great answers to OP meta ADCs. Pulling us back into the video, we have a classic counter of Twitch into Jinx. Jinx has been ruling over the bot lane meta for quite a while now, and with her nerfs, other ADCs can finally breathe again. What made Jinx super powerful was her strong laning phase paired with her hyper scaling. However, Twitch can match her in both of these areas and more. Okay, well maybe Twitch's laning phase isn't as powerful early on, but as soon as he gets a slight lead, it's extremely hard for Jinx to play. She can never push her wave alone, as there's a chance that you'll always be hiding in the shadows to 1v1 her. And when it comes to the late game, Twitch scales just as hard and even outranges her. This means that you can easily 3-shot her while safely being behind your team. Taking a look at Twitch's itemization, be sure you take Flash and then your choice of Exhaust or Heal. As for your runes, you'll be taking Lethal Tempo, Presence of Mind, Legend Alacrity, Coup de Grace, Taste of Blood, and Ultimate Hunter. Feel free to go for PCA here instead if you think you can constantly kill your laner. For your items, you'll be grabbing Kraken Slayer, Berserker's Greaves, Blade of the Rune King, Runeins, Infinity Yetch, and then finish off with your choice of Lord Doms for Armor Pen or GA for survivability. Borg offers Twitch an extremely strong 2-item power spike, so don't overlook it. Next on our list, we've got Kogma as a powerful answer to Vayne. Similar to Jinx, Vayne has been ruling the bot lane meta since the beginning of the season. She's able to deal with tankier enemies and also take aggressive fights versus the enemy ADC. Kogma is able to simmer Vayne down and force her to play a little bit slower. His laning phase allows him to constantly outtrade and sometimes outright kill Vayne thanks to his W range and his Q armor shred. Pair this with a support and it can be extremely difficult for Vayne to play. As the game goes on, Vayne scales, but Kogma scales even harder. He's able to itemize fairly tanky, can attack from afar, and deal a ton of HP % damage. This matchup is one that most Vaynes fear next to Caitlyn. Just be sure that you practice it a little bit first so you can go ahead and get the hang of Kogma's damage. Moving on to his itemization, you'll be taking Flash and your choice of Exhaust or Heal. For your runes, be sure to take Lethal Tempo, Triumph, Legend Alacrity, Coup de Grace, Taste of Blood, and Ravenous Hunter. Taste of Blood is a great tool for Kogma as it allows for some nice trades in the laning phase. Taking a look now at your build, you'll be grabbing Shield Bow, Berserker's Greaves, Rage Blade, Wit's End, Runeins, and Randuin's. If you have an enchanter, feel free to switch out Runeins for a different item. This build makes Kogma extremely tanky while also giving him a massive amount of DPS late game. Before continuing on to the end of the video, if you want to join an amazing community of people like you that loves lists, talk pieces, and other things like this, check out our Discord using the link found in the description. Anyway, let's get back into the video and take a look at our final few counter picks for the video. Pulling us back into the video, we've got Blitzcrank as an amazing answer to Senna. Senna has recently seen a ton of play thanks to the abundance of enchanters. She's able to freely scale and can become a monster as the game goes on thanks to her consistent healing and utility. Blitzcrank completely flips this on her and forces her to play back for majority of the game. In the laning phase, if he ever hooks her, she just dies due to how squishy she is. In late game, she needs to constantly be positioned away from walls and the fog of war, or Blitzcrank may hook her. Pair this with the fact that Blitz offers a decent chunk of damage as well as a shield breaking ultimate, and you got Senna's worst nightmare. Taking a look at Blitz's full build, you'll be taking Flash and Ignite for maximum kill pressure. For your runes, you'll be taking Glacial Augment, Hex Flash, Biscuit Delivery, Cosmic Insight, Bone Plating, and Unflinching. This setup allows you to trade flashes early and use that to your advantage. Plus, if you land a hook, it's unlikely the enemy can escape due to Glacial Augment. As for your actual items, be sure to grab Locket, Mobility Boots, Zeke's Convergence, Knight's Vow, and Watchful Wardstone. Just make sure that you're taking advantage of your Mobility Boots by looking for roams and scaring the enemy with your immense movement speed. Last but certainly not least, we've got Senna as a great answer into Lulu. Whenever enchanters are meta, Lulu always finds her way at the top of the list. Her extremely strong peel and utility makes her very difficult to deal with. Pair this with her safe yet destructive laning phase and yeah, she's a bit of a problem. Senna, however, deals with this extremely well. She's able to constantly harass the enemy ADC or Lulu and take favorable trades due to her auto and Q combo. Plus, Senna scales really hard thanks to her passive, which means that if the game ever goes too long, you'll often be out damaging the enemy ADC and nearly one-tapping the enemy Lulu. Moving on to Senna's best build, you'll want to take Flash and then your choice of Barrier or Exhaust. You can also look to grab Heal if you'd like, but make sure that your ADC is taking something else. As for your runes, be sure to take Fleet Footwork, Presence of Mind, Legend Alacrity, Biscuit Delivery, and Approach Velocity. This page will allow you to take aggressive trades early on so that you can go ahead and threaten the enemy bot lane with ease. For your items, you'll be building Eclipse, Swiftness Boots, Mana Immune, Rapid Fire Cannon, and then finish off with your choice of Rage Blade for damage or Mortal Reminder for the anti-heal. There's another Senna build floating around at the moment. This one involves Airy and Locket, but we're waiting to see some more success on it, so if you see it around, don't worry. This build is still more than viable. And that sums up our video for today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget to join our ProGuides family at ProGuides.com. We offer exclusive giveaways and classes that you won't catch anywhere else, so stay tuned and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We'll see you guys back in the next video, and don't forget, stay safe, stay healthy, and have a wonderful day. Peace.